thought this place was actually closed, and it was when I first passed by here about 25 minutes ago. Then I went back to my room, came out 5 minutes later. I was going to go to the clay garden and get a coffee there, and I come back and it's actually open. So there you go. It does open before 10, so that's good. It's about 9:30. So I'll just have some more Thai coffee, and this time I'll try some. I'm going to have some fried noodles with vegetables with the non-tom yum flavour. Let's go with the pork flavour. It's the only pork you can get here. Apparently Miranda doesn't like pork and doesn't cook with it, so maybe it's yeah, I wouldn't have thought it'd be because of a Muslim clientele. You wouldn't get that bigger one here to make it a big issue, but I guess it's, you never know, but apparently it's personal taste. In her case, that's why she's not having it. But yeah, I put a review in for the place in TripAdvisor. It's had excellent reviews, so it is a nice place to have a coffee and what have you. And the prices are reasonable, I can gather. So yeah, I'm happy to stay, and mainly because it's just so convenient. I mean, it's diagonally opposite my place. Not that the clay garden's far away. I will check that out later today and have a second coffee, I think. And so I'll have I don't think I won't bother going all the way to Tannin Market today. I might do it one last time tomorrow. Save me the walk. Have a restful day. I might do a bit of YouTubing indoors because I've got a few things to catch up. I've still got stuff in cans I haven't posted, and so I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on. But yesterday was a bit of a breakthrough day for me because I decided to go down to John's place about 6:30 at night, and I'm glad I did because I finally cracked it to have a chat with a couple of expats, and they were nice guys, both ex-Brits. They're also raving about the fact that apparently Qatar Airways have just now got a direct link once a week from Chiang Mai to the UK via Doha in the Persian Gulf. That's pretty amazing that you don't have to go through Bangkok. You can actually get a direct flight from Chiang Mai to their major airport, their hub in the Persian Gulf. So that's very good. And they're a pretty good airline too, so I've travelled with them, and I went to Spain and they were excellent. So yeah, I had two expats both tell me independently about that flight, so it's obviously big news amongst them. But yeah, interesting guys to chat to, both been here for quite a few years. Second one was actually a retired engineer, interesting guy. He'd been apparently worked all around the world, and he was telling me about how to work in some dodgy places like Argentina, up near the Chilean border in the late 80s, and said that they had to have police protection. Things were so dodgy in the country at that stage. He also said he went to see a Falklands War memorial, which is supposed to be very spectacular, but he was definitely warned against using any English in the presence of the 24 soldiers who were vigilantly guarding the memorial. Yeah, Brits were not welcome in that particular part of Argentina. I don't think he's had any hostility elsewhere, and he certainly raved about the way they cook their meat, and big surprise, they are very good at that. They are experts at cooking steaks and what have you. But he was an interesting guy to chat to, and yeah, I worked out he was probably an engineer just the way he was talking about being on assignments throughout the world. And yeah, he confirmed he was an engineer, and so he's the second retired engineer that I've met over here. But this guy sounds like he had a bit more of an interesting gig in that he was travelling the world doing his engineering works. And his Thai wife is actually it seems like she's the breadwinner. She's actually got her own food business, food stores, and she employs. I think he said that she employs 2 Thai guys to work for her and do all the heavy lifting stuff, set up the stalls for her, and but she works damn long hours and has to start marketing at 4 a.m. in the morning. This is the side of this. When you see these street stalls, I think it's fabulous for us, but these people work a long day, and it starts at 4 a.m. every day for their marketing, and then she comes back and gets some sleep after doing that, and then opens up her stall, and then and does a stall in the morning and at night, and has to sleep between shifts basically. So it's quite taxing sort of lifestyle, really. But as I say, very interesting that it isn't your classic expat and Thai wife who doesn't work and is probably just maybe unemployable and being supported by the Farang. It's not like that, this kind of thing. Here's my coffee, beautiful. Oh, I'm hanging out for this. Thank you, Carp. Yeah, need my coffee. There you go. There's lots of condensed milk at the bottom there. That's my Thai coffee, and I'm going to get my first one for the day. I didn't have one yesterday, so that was I survived. But I do enjoy them. I don't have to have them, but I don't mind them. And I'm going to have some food as well today, so that'll be good. The vegetables here have been pretty good, so I'm looking forward to that. And noodles sound good. So we'll get into it. Oh, there's a minor blow. I just realised I didn't get my cookie with my coffee. Oh, I have a word with Miranda. She might be out doing the shopping right now, but I don't think she's here. I am here pretty early, so that could be the case. So yeah, that's a bit of a blow, but I'll see if she can make it up to me and give me a couple when I have my next coffee. Also chatted to one of the girls working at the bar at John's last night, and she has a sister in Brisbane. She wasn't really sure where Brisbane was. I actually luckily they got Wi-Fi there, so I got a map of Australia on the screen and could point out where I'd come from in Melbourne and how far it was to Cairns. She asked how long it took to fly there, and I told her it was 3 hours 20 minutes. And she said she'd like to catch up with her sister in Brisbane, but she's not able to get a tourist visa. It's one of those things you take for granted as someone in Australia. You can just travel to Southeast Asia at your own whim, and pretty well you can, unless you've got some shady record that they're blocking you from entering that country. But in the case of a Thai, well, most of them don't have passports for a start, and passports cost a fair bit, not much less than they do in the West, so they're very prohibitive for someone locally to get. And secondly, I don't know whether she'd be able to get a visa to Australia as a tourist visa. I'm not sure. She might be able to, but I think it'd be harder for sure, because they're obviously worried about people maybe just coming to Australia permanently and lobbying in the country, which isn't so much of an issue for over here. Although there are plenty of expats in Thailand, and there are destitute expats in Thailand. The first guy I spoke to, Simon, I think his name was. I actually didn't give him my name. I just got to do that if I see him again. He's going back to England around April, and he's just concerned. He said it's like Melbourne. You don't know what the weather's going to be like. I said it should be okay at that time of year. He said, well, it could either be sunburnt or it could be freezing. It could be either way, because it's quite variable, and that's down the south of England. So yeah. But it was not really nice. They were great guys to have a chat to, and the same old hill tribe woman that I've seen for years is still doing her thing. And he told me that Simon told me that he actually, once he took a bite out of one of her flowers that she was selling, and she didn't mind so much because then he was obliged to buy it, so she was quite happy. But he was making some joke about whether they're edible or it's part of his meal or something. But yeah, that poor woman, she just keeps doing it every night. I've been there 3 times since I've been back, and I think I've seen it every single time. And I've only been stopping in there for about an hour, so she must continually do the rounds of the strip. So it's a tough life. So she's been doing that decades, I'd imagine. So yeah, it's okay if you're sort of just popping in as a Johnny-come-lately tourist. If you're if you actually have to work that area continually, it wouldn't be so enticing, I guess. Yeah, I like the flowers, it's good. Haven't had a dead leaf fall on me today, so that's a good bonus. No snakes, that'd be I don't know if that ever happens. I mean, they are around here. There was one on a power line outside of UN Irish pub a few years back. So potentially they could be up there. You wouldn't want that happening in the middle of your meal, but when you've got this much foliage around, anything's possible. Occupational hazard. Other things, you can get bites from it too. You get to see, it looks great, but if you're in a place like this, I suggest you have to have a spray on, an insect spray, just as a repellent, because you can easily get bitten. Maybe not this time of day, but certainly around dusk or whatever, it could be more of a problem. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.